What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? Okay. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see who we got coming in here. Let's see. So, listen, you all know the score. For those people, this is live streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, and to my YouTube. So, as you come in, let me know what's going on. And, it's good to be back. I wanted to jump on and just kind of talk about, becoming the person that you have dreamed of. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where you are, what's going on. I'm trying to see, it's been a minute, so I'm trying to see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's see. Do we got anything? All right, let's see. Okay, all right, I'm good. So listen, okay, Antonio Betts. Good evening, sir. So let's see, I'm gonna give everybody a minute before I jump in and do my thing. So what's going on? It's been a while. Okay, so Pat Taylor, greetings from Detroit. Good to see you, Auntie. Pow. Girl, it's good to be seen and not viewed. Okay. Let's see who else we got coming in here. And I'm gonna try to get back in the groove of doing this. There was a lot of things that I had to handle and everything. Okay, I miss you, but I'm back, baby. For as long as Lord will release me to be. Um, you know, had to get all the little Christmas stuff. Cheryl Jones, greetings, greetings, greetings. Okay, all right. I see y'all. Let's see who else we got. Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay, very good. So let me tell you something about StreamYard. It changes every month. It's something different that they're adding to it. That's the platform that I'm using. It's called StreamYard. And they're doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who else got somebody coming in. Let's see. You see, I got the house all, hooked up for the Christmas spirit, trying to do some things, getting it done or whatever, just trying to hang in there. So, blessings from Killian, Texas. Phyllis Moore from Killian, Texas. Okay. All right, let's come on in there now. Come on, let's see what else we got. Because I did have a little slow start. And some of my ladies said, you starting too late. I got to go to bed. Well, we be on it'll be pre-recorded. So it's all good. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's say, this is new. I haven't been doing it. So we're just going to jump right in. So initially, I'm going to give you some game on what's going on with me. And obviously, I'm going to share that experience with you because I think that it would be very helpful to people watching. And I think, we can, iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to feel confident with chiming in and let me know, what you feel as well. Okay. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. So check this out. I'm going to talk about becoming the person that you dreamed of. Bless you, Judge. Holy Yolanda Quiet Storm, my girl, my girl, my girl. Okay, as y'all look, we be here all night. When y'all come in, I just shout y'all out. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Because let me say this to you. I'll be sleeping at 11 o'clock myself. So anyway, what I want you to understand, and I was talking to my daughter a little bit earlier, is I'm trying to share my perspective as a 61-year-old woman so I can give my younger women some game. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to position you right. See, what's dangerous is a young woman that got old game. Okay? One of the things that I think about Kim Kardashian, why she's so successful, her mama put her on game. She listened. She's like, okay, Ma, what? So see, when you get to be a certain age, I got wisdom, but I'm not marketable. Y'all marketable, but you don't got wisdom. So What happens is that, you know, you just moving from situation without understanding how to get to the end of the game or the end of your purpose. You just don't know how to get there yet. So that's why I'm trying to come in and share my pearls of wisdom, to share what I've learned, so that for y'all that's still trying to get there, you can make it. And so that's kind of the purpose of why I do the things that I do, is basically to impart game and let y'all know and give y'all wisdom, okay? Because wisdom is something that you get from living long, okay? Wisdom ain't in no book. It's from living long. It's life experiences that have been refined that you understand. So let's jump right into this. Okay, so we're talking about becoming the person that you dreamed of. Everybody has an end goal of who they want to become. You got an idea in your mind. This is how I want to look, for my ladies and for my men. Okay, so let me use me as an example. So when I became an attorney, I knew I wanted to be successful. I knew I wanted to be able to help people, and I wanted to be able to get the money. Those were things that I wanted to do. I knew that I needed to look good for people to believe me. You know, so there were things that I needed to do professionally and personally. I needed them to come together. I needed them to collide. But what I had to understand in that process is that I could not take the old version of me, you know what I'm saying, into this new experience. The Bible says you can't put new wine into old wine set. Why? It'll bust. You cannot take who you used to be into where God is sending you in your new destination. You can't do that. So, you know, for me, I wanted to be out and be sociable. Hey, what's up? Take the pictures, looking pretty. You have me some champagne, Veuve Clicquot, my favorite. Be out and mingling. But that don't work on the other side when you become an entrepreneur. Why? You got to get up early in the morning. You got to be able to come up with different ways of advertising. You got to be able to talk to your clients earlier. You got to be in the right frame of mind. So what I had to be able to do is, how do I reinvent me? I'm 55 years old. How do you do this in order to fit the dynamic of what I thought I wanted to become, that person? Okay, how do I become that girl? Okay, simply, I had to do some evaluation on me. I had to say, okay, I was my first client. Okay, Vonda Evans. Okay, that's your name. You're age 55. Okay, very good. So I had to evaluate me. And what I knew that I could not do is that I had to have better, habits. Okay. I had to have better habits. I had to get up early. I had to be able to exercise. I could not take drinking and partying into this new season. I could not, because as I got older, my body broke down. You know, I couldn't, you know, call in and say, well, I'm gonna let my alternate or somebody else do it, or a German. I'm out here fishing. So if I don't answer my phone, they're gonna go somewhere else. So what I had to be able to do is look at my assets. Well, you got information, you're a retired judge, and my liabilities. What were my liabilities? Drinking, hanging, and men, and not being spiritual or God led. Okay. So I had to get that. I had to work on that. And I had to be true with me. Okay. I knew what I loved, but I knew that the person that I needed to become, if I was going to stay there, I had to change. Now, let me tell you something. For those of I have, well, if you don't know, I recently have become a minister. Yes. And so I began to, and I'm going to talk about the Bible a lot. And let me just let you know that in my belief that the Bible is, listen, let me tell you something. That's the game book. That's the game book. And what I learned from that is that in order, when God want to take me here, and I'm here, I'm thinking it's elevation, like, like going to school and getting degrees. It's not. Fast forward. Joseph in the Bible told his brothers, y'all gonna bow before me. What? Daddy got him a little special coat. And what happened? The vision of who he was, I'm gonna be that guy, was the experiences that came later was contrary. Who? He like, y'all gonna bow before me. They took him and dropped him off. Family betrayal, family betrayal. Who in a pit to die, put some blood on his coat like a wild animal killed him, okay, when that did not even have family betrayal. He by himself, foreigners come, grab him up, take him to Egypt where he was supposed to be, okay, have him to do some serving. He like, okay, cool, get betrayed, get lied on, sent to prison, in prison for a crime he didn't commit, wrongfully accused. He the first wrongfully accused, okay? He the first wrongfully accused, okay? All right, betrayed by a woman, trusted by a man whose wife betrayed him because of lust, and he wasn't even cut like that and didn't want none of that. So now we got family disappointment, we got trust issues, we got betrayal, we got imprisonment. It's like, hold on, I'm trying to go up. But he needed those steps so that when there was an issue, when he was in jail and the candlestick making the bacon, they was like, hey, we got this issue. Can you help us? Boom, opportunity. Boom, where you least expect it. He get an opportunity in prison. In prison. He get an opportunity. But his breakthrough didn't come right then. What you mean? He still had to wait 3 years. They had forgot about this. Like, oh, I'm out. Oh, yeah, by my way, it was a guy in there. He knew some game. That all was needed for preparation to where God had to take him. See, in order for him to be under Pharaoh, he had to go through all of that. See, here's your problem. Here's my problem. Oh, God, I ain't trying to do all that to get here. Well, baby, you can't get here without going through that. So if you're trying to be that entrepreneur, that better person, you're going to go through some things. And you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to get rid of some things. Excuses. You know what an excuse is? It's a permission slip that you write to yourself to continue to be bound. Oh, well, I can't do this because I'm too old. Oh, I can't do that because I don't got no education. Oh, I can't do that because I got to have me a man. You give yourself excuses to continue to be where you are. Well, see, I ain't like her. I don't got no JD and baby, but I can cook. I can bake. Evaluate your skill. I know a woman right now, true story. She's a baker. She pay her mortgage through baking cookies. She get at a plant, boom. They looking forward to them cookies. She paid her mortgage that way. Why? Because she was persistent. So when you start to find that you have chosen a path, you have betrayal by your family, by friends, let back, setback, everything going on, you on the right path. That is the path of elevation. And let me tell you something about God elevation. He planned on keeping you there. See, man elevation, it's like the elevator. You just go right up. But what go up, come down. God say, oh, you're going to stay at that level because I got to train you through each of those steps, through the family betrayal, through being falsely accused, from going to having something to having nothing. I got to train you in persistence, in commitment, in character, so that when I release you, you're going to be able to stay in that position where you need to be. But if I do it real fast, which I can, you ain't going to stay there long. And that's when we hear about the stories of people who got it quick. When you get it fast, it don't last. When you take it slow, watch it grow. That's real. I just read about somebody recently. He made $20 million. He was a baller. He back in the projects. You got it too fast. You got it too fast. So there's preparation. Y'all mad. You know what you're saying? I've been trying doing this for 15 years and ain't working. It's working. It's working. But it's training you. And what you do, you get scared and you go back. I just can't do it no more. It's too hard. And every time you go back, you don't get the benefit. Now let me pull this into where I was too. So I did like to party. I got that. Okay. But also in my personal life, I wanted to be complete with a man. You know, us lock and loaded. We become one. You know what I'm saying? But what I had to learn is that dating now ain't like it used to be in the 90s where people wanted to have a commitment. Oh, my brother, my another. Omar Griffin. Good evening, Lady Vonda Evans. I love you. Listen, I love you. I love this man. You got to go to his page. He a prophet. He is a prophet. Oh, I love him. So anyway, let me get back. See, listen, I love you. I love you, nephew. I love you. You're gonna be seeing me so soon. I gotta sew into you. But anyway, let me just say, see, I done got so excited. You were seeing all these new faces. Sonia, Chenault, yes, indeed. Okay, so my point being, let me get back to this. I knew for me, okay, you know, I'm thinking there's somebody out here, they want to lock in. Let me tell you something about these men. And I'm not mad about it. Oh, please don't understand this. Many times an older man who is over 50 wants a younger woman because it take him back to a memory that now I got the BMW, I got the Creature Conference. This is how I wanted to be back in 1990. But in 1990, I was broke. In 1990, I was struggling. In 1990, I just hooked up with somebody who believed in me, but now I'm that guy. And I want something to reflect my standing. Okay. What's the first thing that see here? Oh, look at God. Will he give you an example? 1990, I was an Apple Watch. Okay. I just wanted to keep time. You understand what I'm saying? But in my mind, I always wanted to be the Rolex. Now I am the Rolex. Okay. So now I want to attract a young woman because I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm older, I'm more seasoned. I got what she needs. Okay. I'm not into the Apple Watch no more. I don't need that no more. I want the Rolex. And to him, the Rolex is a younger woman because that woman symbolizes success. When an older man is with a younger woman, people look and stare, my God, that guy is successful. He has a beautiful woman with him. He has a nice car. He's got jewelry. That man has arrived. So he's looked at very differently. So that's why he want to keep coming up, because he want to appear to be successful. And so the world says to an older man, when you 50 and you 60 and you got something 30, you are success. Whereas with an older woman, we don't have that opportunity. Okay. The men that want to get with us many times, they want to come up on us. Okay. So now we got this for ourselves. The crib nibs. So now them was the ones, you know what I'm saying, that always stayed in the nice apartments, but was living paycheck to paycheck. Then they done got sick or something, or they never had nothing. They got laid off. They ain't got nothing. Now they want to come up on you. Well, baby, can I get a key to the palace? You know what I'm saying? Now I done got all of this, and you just gonna come in because you want to go to dinner or something, and I'm gonna end up paying. But maybe you'll pay a couple times. I'm saying we go to the fine dining with me, and we just go to regular eating with you, but you're gonna be laying up in the bed, and I'm gonna have company. That okay, and I understand that, and maybe that is what some people want. Okay, but what I knew, it was a distraction. Let me tell you something about the enemy. And I love my nephew up here. You got to go to his page. S. Omar Griffin. This man's a prophet. This boy, I'm telling you. Jeremiah. But let me tell you something. Pat Taylor, young women are trophies for older men. That's true. So let me explain something. Baby, I just miss you so much. I can come back on your page, S. Omar Griffin. But let me tell you something about this. So what happens is that the enemy work by distracting you. Oh, you doing good. but you lonely. That's a distraction. Don't you wish you had somebody is to watch the fire with? That's a distraction. You meet a man, you see him, he got a nice body, he look interested in you, but he got a wedding ring on. That's a distraction. The enemy tries to distract you because he knows what God has for you, but he also knows what you're lacking. Remember, the enemy was an angel. That's like being a drunk preacher. You still got the anointing on you. God don't take it away. You still got it. I chose you. He understands. And so he know that, yeah, you trying to live right, but Vaughn, you want somebody be laying up with you at the midnight hour, holding you. You want somebody to come in and do the walks with you. You want that. That's a distraction. Okay. And I'm not saying that it's a bad distraction, but it's a distraction because many times the people who desire or appear to want to be with an older woman have an ulterior motive. Okay. And that ulterior motive may be, hey, oh, Prophetess Evans. Good morning. Good evening, beautiful. I love her. I got to get back to church. Oh, I swear, y'all, once you get in your 60s as a mature man, you should understand it's easy to relate to someone at your age versus your waist size. I got you, Antonio, but no, let's follow along. Let's go back there. These are people who all their life, it's something you always wanted. Like you used to get the prototype of the little car. I love you too, Prophetess Evans. I love you. Wonderful church. I'm telling you, got to get over there. Go on her page too. But Antonio, follow along. I've always had a prototype of something that I wanted. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. So growing up, this is what I always wanted. So I got me a little prototype, but I couldn't afford it. Now I'm at that point where I got the credit to be able to not have the prototype, but have the real thing. So what happens is, as a distraction, my mind play a trick on me and say, go back in time to get the things that make you look successful. See, when you be driving this big boy, this Escalade, people look at you, you got money, you got the attraction. That's the same thing with women. What you doing is it was something that you never had before, but now you get an opportunity to get it. And so as a result of you having the opportunity to get it, that being the younger woman, you see what I'm saying? You go after it. Okay. It's like new money. The other day, I had some money from a client. Okay. And the money was old $10. It had value, but it wasn't crispy like a honey. It was like, worn down $10 bill, but that 100 is nice and crispy. I can never go back, no matter how good I'm in shape. I'm not going to ever be a younger woman. That time has sailed, and I'm honored to have had that. But a younger woman is going to be more in awe of an older man because of the trappings that he have. Okay, she might got a hoopty, he pull up in this, so she gonna feel like, oh, okay, a younger woman is going to be fit, funny, and dote on what he says because she's looking up to him almost like a father figure. Like, you really did that. I'm so proud of you. I'm learning from you. I'm growing. And also, let's talk about it. A younger woman's body, her skin, her tone, extra is different than an older woman. Okay, it's just different. I don't care how many facelifts you get. I don't care how many tummy tucks you get. You cannot compare the body of an older woman with the body of a younger man. With a younger woman. And so what these men are doing are making value decisions on this younger woman, something that he thought he could never have. And now she over there looking at him and he is, enamored. And here's the situation. Let's talk about it. All younger women ain't down to just run over an older man. Some younger women are very accomplished. They may be attracted to an older man because he's wise. He giving her game. Sex, is overrated. You know what I'm saying? It's like, playing football. It's only actually 30 minutes of actual playtime. The rest is interference. It's all of the technical stuff. Well, she may have wanted to look to that man. She might got it going on herself. She just saying, you know what? I like this older man. Every young woman ain't down to hit an older man pocket. That's not the case. There may be other reasons she's attracted to him, okay, other than physically. Because let me say this to you. I do not care. I done been 20, 30, 40, and 50. Nothing. I'm it's hard aesthetically to be attracted to something that's old when you're young. I just don't care. I do not want no hoopty over no brand new Mercedes Benz. I do not. I don't care. I do not care. I do not want it. I want the Mercedes. I want that new car smell. I want a newer version. So I'm not mad at men that want that as well. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just saying that's something that I don't prefer. So now the one that run games, listen, let me tell you something, and I'll be 100 with you. Listen, fair exchange ain't robbery. When you're an older man and your body is not what it was when you was 30, 40, because your body didn't change, okay? Your stamina may be a lot different. The things that you tolerate, you want to go to bed at 9 o'clock. The things that young woman, she ain't into it. She want to be out. She want to be hanging and slanging, and she want to be with a man who she feels is up to par with her desires as well. That's just to call it what it is. My point being to you is that you got to understand as an older man, I ain't even really supposed to have this. So if I'm getting it, I got to understand and be true to myself that there are conditions to this. Be honest. Ain't no young woman in my mind, no 30 years old got it going on, attracted to a man 70 years old. Unless that man is providing for her. Let me just be honest. When you was 20, was you looking at a 70-year-old woman like, oh, but older women are seasoned? That's wonderful. I got that they are seasoned. But don't nobody sometimes want no season, okay? Sometimes, let me tell you something. There's a restaurant that's near me, okay? And they got soul food. I don't eat people's soul food. That's food I cook at home. If I'm going to go out to eat, I want to eat me some seafood. I want to eat me something I don't cook. I don't want to eat nothing that is seasoned. I want to do that. I can cook that at home. So I've not met a place that cooks soul food as good as me. So I don't have a desire for that. And so what these older men have said is that I don't want a woman that looks like me. I want, because I'm insecure, because I'm not insecure, but I'm getting older. I want something young that's vital, that has vitality to it, that looks like, hey, we gaming over here. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to accept the reality that I am getting old as well. So when I look at a young woman, because I got way more game than she does, and she loving me, and she want to be with me, psychologically, that's a boost to me. When I come home and I see her, in her little, we going to the beach and she got a bikini on and she looking good. And I'm 50 or 60 years old. That's aesthetically, that's pleasing to me because I love the packaging. I love the way it looks. Okay. So let's just be honest about that. Okay, please, let's be honest about that and stop always saying, well, because an older man, he get with a younger woman, is something wrong with him. No, be honest. You ain't trying to go to no resale. If you go and say, for instance, I'm going to the Barrister's Ball. I'm going to the mall and get me something fresh. I ain't been going to the Goodwill. Now I might go to the Goodwill for something else, but if I want to get fresh, I'm not going to no Goodwill to get me no good dress. So I don't want something secondhand. I want something that, look good, that's new. And so as a result, that's what I'm attracted to. Now, obviously, there are going to be some drawbacks because, if that many times, not all the time, but many times, if that man gets sick or that man falls on his knuckles financially, that younger woman going to run from him, not run to him. because you don't want to be 30 years old changing no diapers. You don't want to be 30 years old, being with a man, you 30 and your counterpart, is with you, a young man, he going, and then you got over here with granddad, and you know what I'm saying, and he want to go to sleep by 9 o'clock, and he don't have the same vitality that a younger man got. So there's a trade-off, okay? And so at the end of the day, that younger woman may get tired. How many times have we seen younger women, 30 years old, they get somebody 60, when that man get to be 75 and she 45, she gone. She like, look, hell, I've given up my young life and now I want to live it. That's what you see. You see these women, they're 45 and 50, they're abandoning these men that they done been with 20, 30 years because they realize time is slipping from them as well. And so what do? They go get their counterpart. And that does happen. So I understand that, you know what I'm saying? So, but follow along. So let's get back to what I did. So that was a deviation. Okay, we got that. So what I had to learn was, yes, I want to be held, loved, all of the above. It's so honorable. But I cannot deal with the lies, the deception. I want to be with you in something long term, but I'm just a flavor of the month for you. I don't want to be on a roller coaster. There are men that say, at this age, I want multiple lovers. I want to be the only one. I didn't want to go through that anymore. I just didn't. It was too, you up today, you down tomorrow. You up today, you down tomorrow. And I'm trying to run a new business. And I'm trying to do something differently. It was inconsistent with where I wanted to be. So what I had to do is I chose celibacy because I needed to say, here, I'm growing in this area. It's uncertain. It's my practice. I can't have something emotionally competing against this new growth. I can't, it'll compete. And I can't let it compete. So I had to stick a pin in that. Okay. But what I learned during that season of celibacy is that the need that I thought I had to find within me. Recently, I have begun fasting. So from Sunday night at 8 o'clock till Tuesday at 8 a.m. or maybe about 10 a.m., I do a complete dry fast. I don't drink, I don't eat, to reset my body. When you go through it, at first you be hungry, like, oh my God, the first 6 to 12 hours, you're starving, you know what I'm saying? And your body is going through a process of cleaning itself out. By 20 hours, you will experience different things. One of the things is autophagy, when your body, the cells start eating all of the old cells. Okay, they eating them. You're burning up the food that you have. The sugar is burning each other up. Now, what I've heard and people understand is that many types of cancer are garbage cells that are garbage, because cells eliminate like we eliminate. And so what it is when we're always feeding our body, we don't give the body an opportunity to get rid of the dead cells, the garbage. You know what I'm saying? We just always eating. So there's no time for the body to reset. Okay. And so a lot of times these cells, these garbage cells, can start to clump together and they can become tumors. So what happens is during this fasting process, the good cells start to eat and kill the bad cells. Okay. And so for a period of time, because there's no competition in your body to digest food, then the older cells die off. Okay. And the new cells start making new ones. They start replenishing. They start making babies and the new ones, okay? And so what happens is it's a reset for your body. But about 20 hours into it, I'm starting to get very tired. I'm starting to get kind of wore out. Normally I'm asleep, okay? So but I'm focused. When I wake up, now about 26 hours or 28 hours, I'm getting a burst of energy. That energy, I'm resetting. I know I can feel my body is resetting. And obviously around 35, 34 hours, I stop. I dry fast because if I drink water, I'm going to eat. So I was like, look, it's all or nothing for me. That process of my body goes through of being hungry, being vulnerable, feeling like I can't make it, and then to replicate itself and get stronger is the same thing that we have to go through emotionally. We have to be able to rid ourselves of the things that are holding us back. The Bible says you can't put new oil into an old wine set. You cannot take the old version of you into where God is sending you. You cannot do that. And just like I reset my body, you got to reset yourself emotionally. You got to get out what don't work. That meant that I had to, not that they were bad people, but there were relationships that were not consistent with my new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? People doing the same old thing. Well, where you at? Nothing. Come down to the club. For what? So we can drink liquor that's high price, eat food, come away spending $200 or $300, lightheaded, hoping that you don't get stopped by the police. For what? And to be around people and listen to the jams, and I can do that at home for free 99. I'm sorry. So what do you ingest during fasting? Nothing. I don't drink or eat. Nothing. It's dry. What happens when I do this dry fast, and I'm just going to tell you, what happens is that the 36 hours is probably equivalent to 5 days but you got to be careful because you can dehydrate yourself. So right before I start my fast, I'm drinking a lot of water. When I come off my fast, I'm drinking 32 ounces of water, warm water, waiting about 30 minutes, and then I'm having a kale, spinach, pineapple, banana smoothie, and I'm replenishing my body. I'm not eating heavy till a little later on, but during the week I'm eating like I want to, okay? But what I've learned is that my desire to eat as much as I do has decreased. Like bread made me sleepy now. I'm not eating sugar. Why? I had to change the way that I ate from the inside in order to give me the stamina that I needed. In order for you to go where you need to go, you can't be on the roller coaster. Well, he gonna call me. Dang, we was together. Sex was so beautiful. Now he ain't calling me. Oh, I can't go through that. And I'm unwilling to. Am I lonely? Do I miss the companionship of a man? Obviously. But I had to do a cost benefit analysis. And if you playing games and you don't know what you want and it's all, I don't want to engage in that. That's just not where I am. So I'm growing. Okay. And what I had to learn to do is if I'm going to rid myself of these men or having these relationships, I had to start working on the body internally. And so that's what I ended up doing. Now, what does that do? Baby, I be so busy. Girl and boys, ladies and men, cleaning the house, doing my business, going through a fast, dealing, going through letting God work through me. I don't have time to I just woke up. It's bedtime. Why? I'm not keeping busy. I'm being productive. I'm redefining me. Like Pat said, fasting starves cancer cells. I'm starving out the old version of me. Going to a club where I'm getting dressed up and, having me a cocktail and my head, like spin a little bit because I'm feeling good, and I'm walking away with $150 bill, praying to God I get home safely, or praying for an Uber or Lyft. Don't know if they're going to take me to my destination. I don't got time for that. That's not where I am. So you lonely, you don't do nothing. So you're not dating. You over there fasting. You over there fasting. You're doing your job. Ain't that a lonely life, baby? Let me tell you something. The peace. The Bible talks about the peace that surpasseth all understanding. When you know who you are in God, when you have a purpose and you walk in that, you're not lonely. You're not lonely. That does not do this. Not, you're not lonely. You're alone, but you don't have time for distractions, because distractions are of the enemy. Okay. All right. And the one thing, stop giving yourself excuses. What happened when God called Moses? I can't talk good. God said, listen, who gave man and woman the right to speak? I did. So if I tell you this your assignment, you ready for it. Stop telling yourself what you can't do. Oh, I can't fast. Listen, I love to eat. I eat at night. And I love snacks. But I had to discipline who I was. Discipline. Discipline is, let me tell you something. The Bible says that obedience is better than sacrifice. You got to learn obedience and discipline. That's something we don't want to learn. Obedience and discipline will take you to where you need to be. But it's hard. Why? Because we don't want to reset our old habits. I've always done it that way. That's just who I do. That's who I am. We don't want to reset that. And as a result, we still keep getting the same thing. And then we realize we're angry. Why? Because we are unwilling to reset our minds and our bodies. It's time to get more. Challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Every time watch this. I can be on social media for 9 hours. I read the Bible for 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm sleepy. I fall right asleep reading that word. Why? It's a distraction. The social media is a distraction. It's a distraction from me getting in that word. The word is going to give me strategy. The word tell me this is what you need to do. It gives me confidence. It gives me examples of other people who have been on the road that I have. Maybe they're not a former judge or lawyer. Hey, the names change, but the game is the same. Okay? How God will take somebody from being obscure to being a leader. That's what God does, but it's a way that he does it. It's called strategy. I gave somebody an example when I was a judge. If a lawyer did not plead or cite a certain case, they may not get a jury instruction that they want. But they had to know the law. See, if you don't know the law and you go before the judge, you can't get the result. You can't advocate for your client because you don't know the law. But when you know the law, then the judge is going to let you do more because you know the law. The jury is going to say they know the law, and you're going to walk out with your client being acquitted. Why? Because you mastered the law. But we won't do that with the Bible. Oh, I ain't got time for that. We want to give excuses, but we getting on the same bus and it's letting us off at the same place. And we wonder why. Look at everybody else. They doing stuff. We're laying in the word. Have it today, gone tomorrow. We done seen it. And maybe they don't have peace with their journey. Comparison is a thief of joy. How Beyonce and Jay-Z getting it, that ain't got nothing to do with Vonda Evans. How Kim Kardashian getting it, that I can't get into that. Oh, look what they got. Comparison is a thief of joy. Listen, somebody asked me, what you getting for Christmas? Lights, gas, mortgage paid. Good doctor's report. Sleeping all night. That's my Christmas. Okay? I don't need things anymore because I'm on a different journey. You understand what I'm saying? So not that I don't like them, but I understand it's the intangible that has value. It's being able to have a good doctor's report. That's invaluable. Being able to have peace of mind. That's invaluable. Being able to have, courage, hope, character. That's invaluable. So whatever you got going on over here and you at the club and you doing your thing, that's just not for me. That's not where I am, because I understand that where I want to be, the person that I want to become, requires discipline. It requires me controlling what I eat and what I let in my life. That it requires that. You understand what I'm saying? For ladies out here that follow me, that's on here, and my men, you understand, if you want to have a beautiful landscape, it's certain things. You got to prune some, you got to cut a tree, some of the off the tree in order for it to look better. You got to make sure that it ain't too close to other plants. You got to understand that certain plants need sun, certain plants don't need sun. You got to understand that. And what you got to be able to do is take control of your life. You got to get rid of people who don't have the vision of where you're going. They may be successful financially, they may lack character. If they lack character, baby, let me tell you something. You can have a billionaire. I don't want to deal with you. Why? Because inevitably it is going to, that lack of character is going to, it's not something attractive to me. And ultimately, one day you will be called for that. But I ain't just trying to hang around by any means necessary. That's not how I'm trying to do it. Because I see men and women of God doing right, applying the principles in the Bible, getting it and keeping the bag. And they not compromising. If I got to compromise, I ain't trying to do it. Because at the end of the day, after this little life is over with, I'm trying to be with the Lord. I ain't trying to be like, well, I was trying to get the bag and I was by any means necessary. Now the bag can't help me. Look at now, Steve Jobs. Can the bag help you? No. He 56. He died of pancreatic cancer. The bag can't help him no more. See, that's cute on this side. So there's another thing I'm trying to get to. And what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, is that once you start to refine how you think, what you allow in your mind, take time to be with God. The reason I started off so late, I have things to do. I do 2-mile walk. I'm going to get that in because I need to spend the time with the Lord, listening to very good messages, being able to be outside, exercise. I need to be able to do my fast, and I need to be able to take in good. So let me tell you something. If you eat right, whether that's what you eat or the word of God, you're going to live right. It's going to look good on your skin. It's going to be good in your body. Why? Because you are ingesting what is good. Okay. But if you're around here eating bonbons and chips and drinking pop and not reading the word, you're a train wreck. I don't want to live like that. And so what I had to do was to trade in comfort for discipline. I had to train in comfort for obedience. And what I have learned is that I'm evolving to the person that I want to be. See, in order to keep the bag, you got to be a man or woman of character. Because if you're not a man or woman of character, you always looking around because you're afraid that the thief gonna steal it from you. Because you robbed somebody. You played them. You got it by any means necessary. Okay. And if that's how you living, then the thief can come steal it from you. But when God put it in you, when God put it in your hand, that's yours to keep. That's generational wealth. That's when your kids got kids. Okay. A great Christmas gift is that the bills are paid, a great bill of health, and then I slept all night. Key, let's go, let's go, let's go. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So what you got to do is, I'm not saying don't get the bag. Listen, I won't buy stuff too. I'm not saying that, but there's peace in going to get the bag. You don't have to be any means necessary. Stop doing things that don't have a result. Okay. If I got a garden, I'm not going to plant something that aesthetically ain't going to look good. I'm not going to plant something that's going to die. I got to choose what I'm going to plant. If I think of what I'm going to put out in front of my house, what you going to put in your body? Is this good for you? It is. I'm going to tell you something. I love Krispy Kreme. I love it. I love it. And a Pepsi. Oh my God. I love it. But I know that sugar is not good for me. And so what I have to do is everything in my life, I have to ask, just because it looked good to me, is it good for me? And if it ain't good for me, I can't have it. Why? Because the productivity is not what I need. I need something that got some value. When I eat, listen, I'm so tired of eating almonds. But guess what? Almonds make you feel full fast. Okay? Walnuts, they will fill you up. They ain't making you sleepy like this, like the donut. Huh? I had 6 donuts. I fell asleep. I missed 2 calls. Them walnuts, them almonds, they gonna keep you going. Not eating real late. I'm still working with that. But I mean, I'm a work in progress. But my point being to you, you got to ask yourself, is where I'm trying to go. Some drinks, chop it up. Boo, that's not where I'm going. I don't want to feel dehydrated the next day. I don't want to worry about how I'm gonna get home. I don't got $200 or $300 to give to the bar. I just don't have it to do that anymore. And more importantly, I don't have the time to expend on useless things. If it's not bringing me value in that, it gives me peace, it gives me understanding, I don't need it. And so if that's what you want to do, I love you, but I don't love what you're doing because that's not where I'm trying to be. So all y'all on here, okay, I was out earlier, everybody in the restaurants, they eating, they drinking, they doing their thing, the lights kind of down low, the atmosphere beautiful. It's like, oh, it made me feel good. And you come out of there $200 or $300 short. At least of them 100 people, 10 people gonna maybe be, or 5 people gonna be in jail for drunk driving. Then you wake up and the next day and for what? For what? If it does not bring you peace, let it go. Let them go. I love you, but I'm not into that. Friend of mine called me. It's a new place. They got nice ambiance. You can meet somebody. Girl, them old men that's in there is not trying to meet no old women. Okay. They in there trying to see the young women, because if you go in there and it's old men going, young women gonna go and they gonna get the men, and me and you gonna be sitting up looking at each other, listening to the jam, dramatic. Okay, maybe having a cocktail, or you have a cocktail. I don't. We gonna eat, and I'm gonna come out of there $100, $150 lighter, and you done spend $200 because you're gonna have some cocktails. And what? I could have spent that money on something else more meaningful. Because why? Sin and things that are not productive feel good to you, but they don't have value. Okay, they don't have value. If it's sin, it's supposed to feel good. When you go to the casino, the lights, action, oh, it's beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? It's designed to be a distraction. And so as a result, you come out of their life. But what purpose is it serving? Nothing. Nothing. It's just a distraction. And so what the enemy does, oh, girl, you need to stop being all into that guy stuff like that and come on down to the casino and have fun. Distraction. Because I'm not trying to get nobody. Listen, let me tell you something about the casino. The game is 36 seconds. I ain't trying to get nobody $10 for 36 seconds. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, I'm sorry. You can't have my 36 seconds. Money too hard in this economy. You do not know. You can't have my. No, I'm not going to do that. And so what you have to do is stop yielding to distractions. Well, what kind of life is that? A life of peace? What kind of life is that when you up here drunk all the time, jumping in and out of men's beds, letting them men jumping in and out your bed? What kind of life is that? It ain't fun. That is not fun. It's not fun. Oh, he ain't call me. I'm going to ride by, see if he home. Honey, that ain't fun. That show ain't fun. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Getting stopped by the police for drinking and driving. That ain't fun. So that's fun. But you gotta be able at this point to choose what's good for you. If it feels good to you, but it's not good for you, let it go. And when you start to make those decisions in your life has purpose and it has meaning. Granted, you will have many times challenges. Those challenges are never to destroy you, but to build you. Because without those challenges, those setbacks, the betrayal of family, friends, being lied on, cheated, talked about, it builds character. It builds character for where you need to be. So stop always looking at other people. Now I used to look, oh, look at them. Oh, they got a big house. Oh, they living good. Dang. If I had done that, comparison is a thief of joy. I didn't. I made some bad mistakes. Maybe I should have invested different, but I'm not going to beat myself up. Give yourself grace. God give us grace. Give yourself grace. Well, Vonda, you ain't got everything that you need. You made some bad choices down the road, but guess what? You're doing pretty good. Celebrate you. You're looking good today. You look pretty. Celebrate you. When you start to celebrate yourself and to give yourself confidence, your self-worth rises. You realize, I can't go for the okie doke. I can't go for me being with you Monday and me and you laid all up watching TV, and then Wednesday I can't find you, and then you resurface 2 or 3 weeks later. I don't want that for me anymore. I want something better. I want my mind and my body to be on one accord. I want to be productive. I want to be able to say that, most of the day I know what I did. Girl, I was so messed up. I don't even know how I got home. I don't want that to be my story. Okay? And what I'm challenging you to do is that understanding by identifying who do you want to be? What is the woman or the man you want to be? What is that? Identify it. Write down 10 things you want, 10 things that you would like to see in your life. Okay? Write it down, make it plain. That's what the Bible talks about. And then what you have to do, you're going to have to release things and people that are counterproductive to that. If that does not support your vision of you, you got to let them go. You got to let them go because they're not going along with the vision. That don't mean I don't love you. You're not going along with the vision. And what in your life needs to change? What is in your life is a distraction? Is it food? Is it sex? Is it romance? Is it social media? What in your life is distracting you from being the person that you want to be? And then what you have to do is you have to little by little start to fast, read the Bible, start to check yourself, love you. Say, get your nails done, get your feet done. Stop worrying about, you see people in the mall and they loved up. Don't look at that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Start celebrating you. The more you hear, you beautiful. I love the way you look. You look good. You look, oh, you're so beautiful. You start to encourage yourself because you're feeding yourself good things. You're feeding yourself nutrition. Like somebody said, you on a plant base. You feed, when you start to be around people that feed into you, not negative talking about people. Girl, you see such and such. You know them people, when you see them calling, you be like, oh man, I don't even want to answer because I know it's some bull stuff that they dealing with. Why? Eliminate those people from your life. Okay? You thought enough to go from chitlins to plant-based. Get rid of the people that dead weight in your life. The people that have, you can look at their life, you know what I'm saying? They drinking all the time, they gluttonous, they talking about people. Get rid of them. If you have gone, we used to eat what we could. Okay, I used to always say that a pig is what God made for black people. Let me tell you, because I done ate all of that pig. Okay, I ain't had no shit. Well, I did have shit, I just didn't like them. But let me tell you something. Love the pork, love it. But it didn't love me. And so as a result, you start to refine yourself. You got to do that with your life. You got to start exercising more. You just got to, well, ain't nobody going to see me. You see you. Today I wanted to say, I said, the cider mill opened up and I love their donuts. I said, I love them donuts. And the Lord said, but them donuts don't love you. I said, you're right. You're right. They don't. And I didn't go get them. Start having real conversations with you. Start being able to love and support you and get rid of the things that are not part of your new journey. Will it be lonely? Yes. Will it be challenging? Yes. Will it be fulfilling? When I tell you, if I knew what I knew now, oh my God, 10 years, 5 years, the peace that I got. Do I have challenges? Absolutely. Do I have setbacks? Absolutely. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. But because I'm training with the Lord and I'm walking with him, he's showing me different things. When people fall off of my journey because the Lord has called them home, do I miss them? Yes. But am I honored and glad that God allowed them to come into my life when they did, in order to give me the courage to do something? Obviously, I am. And so many times my walk is just not with me, but I'm encouraged that they came and they were a part of my life. But I keep going because there are other people, my children, that are looking at me to see how mama gonna end this race. How mama gonna end this race. So the people who have dropped off of my life because they have gone on to be with the Lord, I honor them in my heart, but I still got to be an example to win the race of my children, so that they'll be able to say, I'm gonna emulate her. Why? Because she doing right and she living right. And so iron sharpens iron. So many of y'all done told me, there go my boy Lance. I done seen that. All right, baby, I'm coming back, Lance. I went through a lot, but God kept me going through these last few years. Amen. So I'm saying that iron sharpens iron. This ain't me and you. I ain't just talking to y'all. We talking to each other. This dialogue. Iron sharpen iron. Y'all tell me stuff. Lance put us down on everything. Spirit-filled Buffy always say, got something good to say about how you supposed to get your body better. You know, Pat Taylor always giving us something to say, to think about. Listen, iron sharpens iron. We ain't all here trying to say, oh, Vonda Evans just talking. We dialoguing. Verdell, we dialoguing. I'm giving you something to think about. You giving me something to think about, so that we can become better. That's the journey. The purpose is having people in your life that's gonna make you better. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all just as much my friend as somebody else I don't know that I know off that I used to be with. But I know that here, iron is sharpen iron. We all trying to get to a place of peace, of living better, eating better. So you part of my progress. Those other people were part of my history. Okay? And sometimes your history can't go into where you need to be, the new version of you. Not that you're trying to look down on people, but because of where they are psychologically, that's where they want to be, because they're giving themselves excuses. Excuses are what? Permission slips to stay who you are. They're not challenging your world. Everything that you done gone through, Lance, is challenging you to be a better person. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to close up with this. It is the disappointments, the losses in your life that taught you more about life than everything that you won. Not having money has taught you how to be resilient. Losing people in your life have taught you to value life and don't take it for granted. It's the losses that teach us about life, not the success. Success don't teach us nothing about life. It doesn't teach us how to persevere. But listen, when y'all only had that $20 and you ate for 4 days, it teach you that when you get that $100, you ain't got to run out here to these fine dining places. You know how to live. And God is getting you in order. And what he's doing is challenging you to remove people from your life that are not about this next journey. But the journey starts with you writing down who it is that you want to become. What are the 10 things you want to become? You know, it ain't got to be about money. It could be about, I'm tired of always apologizing. I'm tired of always getting played. I'm tired of always feeling like a loser. It don't always have to be an occupation. It can be things that you don't like about yourself. And then we have to set out on a journey to change it. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to be back. I'm going to do 10 o'clock, maybe 9:30, but I'll give you advance notice. But we're all on this journey together. I am so honored that you took the time out so we can share it together. Remember, iron sharpens iron. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. God bless and have a wonderful evening.
In a car accident, call Vonda's Law and get the money you deserve. A name you can trust.